corrective surgery. So we can make referrals like the Holy Spirit Hospital in Makeni. Some we can even send them go abroad for them to get corrective surgery. In terms of livelihood support, we give livelihood support to youngsters then we the for Mekana the former school. So we can decide for sending our vocational schools, we send learn skills. At the end of the day, we can exit them from the program, would ensure say yes, they become self-reliant, so they gain employment. And also would ensure social inclusion, social empowerment, wherein would ensure say even in schools and the part of the school clubs, so that they would feel part of society. So we encourage teachers, school heads, for them would encourage children with disabilities. And also would they do what we call enabling environment. The enable environment component is that we they construct ramps in our schools, now their homes, would identify because we go for make the school accessible for wheelchair users. The one would use wheelchair if there's no ramp in a school, enable for accessing classroom, passing the total. So we ensure see with the big ramps that the schools, that the toilets them, that the homes them because we can visit them at their homes, we see as accessible to the Peking, especially wheelchair users, we can construct ramps as well. And that's some of the intervention they do.
So how not only able for get our funds like for do then different projects them for the disabled people in the.
Well, on annual basis, we can do what we call the annual narrative plan and budget, including activity schedule. We can submit to the Liliani Foundation, in the Netherlands. Now we major donor because they are also disabled focus. Annually, when we submit, we can look the documents together back and forth. Then can make comments until we complete the document, and then they provide funds to we follow we support the MPK through with partner organizations. We know they implement, but with the service supervisory role, we give the money to we partner organizations for implement, and with the supervisor they monitor the activities for see whether they do them accurately.
So I'm now work on like because most people say for work with different disability organization or persons with disability and people way really challenging for work with. So since on establishment of this organization, how una work on like for work with then set of people in the.
Well, and a very interesting journey because we see and say disability not a niche, and we get courage for work with them. People don't say it's very difficult for work with persons with disabilities, but we not take and so. We believe say they are humans. Then support them can equally participate in society. At least if we involve them in development processes, if we make sure say yes, then have the part of society. Whatever disability is not inability. Within some of we can do, persons with disabilities have to do them. So we don't get too much challenge with regards to their participation. What we want, social inclusion, let them serve the part of society, provide employment for them, provide educational support for them, let them feel part of society. So that's some of the things that they do for ensure say yes, they are not left behind. Yeah.
The program is still a listen to now we own challenge where they come to a live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. You dey listen to me on the internet on www.radiodemocracy.sl.
You want know wetin dey happen na the disabled community na salon?
Now for listen to we own challenge program where Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. They bring to you every Thursday 4 to 5 p.m.
The program they bring to you issue we get for do with people where they live with disability by way how in they look inside disabled law them, talk to policy maker them plus other people, and we own challenge they for all disabled na salon.
The program they come to you every Thursday 4 to 5 p.m.
We own challenge for all disabled people na salon.
The program is still a listen to now we own challenge where they come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. You dey listen to me on the internet on www.radiodemocracy.sl, or you can send your message to number on 077 981 for be part of the program and ask you question which you go want for no, but one family people. Well, with me at the studio, I still get Sheku Kaba when are the monitoring and evaluation officer for one family people where this organization don dey support persons with disability. Now you be don dey talk about the work the way like una don dey do for support persons with disability, especially talk about educational, health, social empowerment. So apart from them key areas there, wetin are the other area dem back una can look at?
Yeah, really one key thing we can do is lobby and advocacy for policy development, policy change. We do this with lobby and advocacy at times one to one. We visit ministries, departments and agencies for ensure say then establish policies them way at least they in the interest of persons with disabilities. One example I would give you is we advocacy effort with the Ministry of Education uh, for inclusive education, for developing inclusive education policy. We in our site savers they spearhead that, but we are also part of the wagon for make sure say that policy they in place, and also we try for lobby like-minded organizations and government for make sure say they provide learning materials and very good learning environment for children and youngsters with disabilities. So basically, we really done the work on advocacy, lobby and advocacy, and quite recently we do work with DPOs as well for make sure say we influence government for the ratification of the optional protocol. Even though yes, government we don't enact the Persons with Disability Act 2011, but still we still get more for do, especially the ratification of the optional protocol. We lobby government as well for make sure say that did it in place. Those are some of the things we do.
Okay, talk about advocacy on education. We don't dey see where plenty disabled people, students them, they get concerned about the challenge wey they get, the access to the free quality education, the free quality education materials them also. Una aware of them challenges then they?
Yes, we are aware of the challenges in it because if, when you go to many schools, they don't get braille for the visually impaired, then hearing aid for the speech and hearing impaired. So you find it difficult for Kupna school. You find say most often the speech and hearing impaired now primary education more than can get. After primary they can't do they need to go secondary because they don't get learning materials, they don't get hearing aid. Difficulties for them, challenges with them face every now and then. They visually impaired as well. The braille, they don't get access to braille. So those are some of the things that we would try to advocate with government, at least influence government for letting them make sure so they make them think they are available, not only for the non-disabled children, because we see the free quality education, they cater mostly for the non-disabled children. Now they provide books for them, when they give them some learning material, but nothing in the interest of children and youngsters with disabilities.
Okay, also una can partner with other disabled groups them because we still get disabled movements their way, like then they do skills training and get the one then they give them all sorts of different training as way for empower themselves. And also they work with them group.
Yes, we work collaboratively with many disabled persons organizations. We collaborate with the National Commission for Persons with Disabilities, Sierra Leone Union on Disability Issues. We've got many DPOs that we work with across the country for make sure say yes, skills training is available for them when we don't go through the formal education, we send them go, we make referrals as well to other DPOs across the country.
Okay, we see inside this week here, so one family be do we give support. So like basically that support then now waiting be all about.
Yeah, the support day, like I've been telling you, for cover education of children and youngsters with disabilities, provide health support as well, livelihood support for the disabled youngsters. We enable them for making a formal school. Then also we provide livelihood support to them parent them, because if we empower the parents them, then some will for help support the disabled picking them. So that is one way we provide support. Quite recently, I think it was 2 days ago, we provided over 400 million to be partners for letting go for providing support here what they tell you, so for 2 quarters. That is from January to June. So then get them money then they make sure say they provide learning materials for the picking them, they provide all necessary needs with the picking they want, because they do needs assessment of the children before they begin provide support. So that money they will give them yesterday. Some in the form of checks, some will send on their account. That's how I've been operating. So then money so then they use them, then they report back to me. From time to time, with the monitor, we visit them, the locations, so then they operate for make sure say yes, then they use the money judiciously as required.
Okay, because now that's be one for us. See, with all of the support the owner can do, because monitoring na one key challenge where can affect most projects in the country. Because some as long as you don't get this, you know the follow up. So I be one for ask on the monitor some of them support the new owner they do.
Yeah, really, where we give them, we support the financial remittances on quarterly basis. We visit them for no one for know whether this organization is even fit for the part of the PO network, because we check the adherence to policies. We not work with organizations we not get policy with the guide them. For example, child protection policy. You work with Pekin, if you get that kind of policy, then that's an organization. Financial management processes and procedures if you get an system, because that will guarantee say the money will due you go for managing well. So those are some of the things and key things that we do. So sometimes we then face challenges with the as well develop what we call ODT, organizational development trajectory for them, for provide capacity building through training, coaching and mentoring one to one. We visit them offices, them, we then challenge them, we provide whatever support we then need at their offices, and that we can do.
The program is still a listen to our own challenge where they come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM. You the same also listen to we on the internet on www.radiodemocracy.sl, or you can watch we live on Radio Democracy Facebook page. Also, if you can text or call on the number on 077 981 for be part of the program. We on challenge in our program where they talk about issue them we get for the with person where they live with disability, and the program they give voice to all disabled people in the country. Today with me at the studio, I get Sheku Kaba, when are the monitoring and evaluation officer from one family people, where don't they talk about the support, where they don't they give to persons with disability, as that's not part of the mandate where this organization on the help. Now we dey talk about inclusive, we say una get different districts them, like we una can they give support to. So now all in these una key areas there, then can una can include them people in the una offices there as well.
No, now we partner organizations and we would work with and then get offices and then locations and they. Well, we based in the western area of Freetown, I will go headquarters. But from time to time, we can visit their offices, we monitor their activities. We also conduct home visits for see how the people do in their homes, how the community they perceive them, how they see, how they help them, if then they participate within their communities, if people then they actually provide some kind of support for them, as well as community people. So we know offices actually in the regions, but as we work through partner organizations, then get offices they are based in the district.
So una never achieve anything out of this una support way una they get to persons with disability them.
We don't really get a lot of achievement. We don't create a lot of impact. One I will tell you, a lot of people and they will be need corrective surgery. They nobody get them because they're not going to afford the cost for do that. But with support through with partners, they don't do corrective surgery for some people. Like children will get club food. You know, we send them the POs and they send them for corrective surgery, and the surgery and becomes successful, and the picking the come from maybe let's say for example, picking will be the use wheelchair, then they for the corrective surgery panam, they begin work out without wheelchair. I think that's a very big success on our part. Then the other side, like the educational part of it, with POs and don't support picking them from primary level onto tertiary level. They don't go through the university course, then get them paper them, and now most of them are gainfully employed. They get employment. So the education side then improve gradually as we go along, and we still continue for support even those with vocational skills training. We then keep on done. We give them startup kits. We then will start life by themselves. So don't they really impact on their lives.
Okay, so what does this mean for una one family people?
This is now a great success. We're happy about it, even though they face some challenges along the way because money no will ever do. We still want more. So they ask from different donors. We work collaboratively with other institutions, we in a disabled focus organization for make sure say we meet the aspirations, we meet the needs across the country.
The program is still a listen to na we own challenge where they come to live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. You dey listen to we on the internet on www.radiodemocracy.sl or you can watch me live on Radio Democracy Facebook page. The program is still a listen to na we own challenge.
You want know wetin dey happen na the disabled community na salon?
Now for listening to we own challenge program where Radio Democracy 98.1 FM they bring to you every Thursday 4 to 5 p.m.
The program they bring to you issue wey get for do with people where they live with disability by way how in they look inside disabled law them, talk to policy maker them plus other people, and we own challenge they for all disabled na salon.
The program they come to you every Thursday 4 to 5 p.m.
We own challenge for all disabled people na salon.
I'm everybody one. Me give loads and loads of continual respect to all me brethren them in a paradise family. See, especially Jimmy B. Listen, y'all. Respect. I'm everybody want. Yeah, today it can be you, tomorrow it can be me. Just give me respect, respect. I'm everybody want respect. Give me respect, respect. I'm everybody want respect. Give me respect. No look down on anybody. We live in a funny world. Just strive for the next man. And I want you for no. Say this world, if I forget plenty party, then you get plenty enemy. And before you tell them all.
Respect yourself, all man go respect you. Think before you do, not make some man do you. And how you sell yourself, now so themself go buy you. And no to think this for they run and go, they tell Kabu do. True, the way you lost respect, you left with no respect. Think before you act, not make like man with all like call. Respect no to think when I'm already they buy. Respect.